the general concern is the growth and development of the region of the North and ultimately the growth and development of Nigeria as a nation. It will not be in the interest of any other person to ignore the various communities that existed over 100 years ago before the amalgamation of Nigeria. So we've come together to analyze and review the problems bedeviling the northern part of Nigeria. And we felt we need to come up with possible strategies to improve on the following areas. We said we need to embark on the strategy of general societal orientation to enlighten the people as to rising up to what exactly are their basic challenges and basic needs. Number two, we felt that we need to address and enlighten the people on the need for good governance. Number three, we thought we need to enlighten the people on the growth of the economy, wealth creation. Because no matter how good a president is, or a governor is, or chairman of a local government, if you don't have a sound economic environment, there is nothing you will do today without resources. So we need to identify how do we boost the area of the economy. Number four, we felt the issue of education is relevant. Education is the most important vehicle of change in any society. And we must sit up to ensure that the correct education, functional education, is really impacted on the generality of the people. Number five, we felt that there is need to address the issue of insecurity. And number six, we thought the issue of unity of any community is very important. People have to come together to accept the need to work together, put aside any differences, ethnic, religious, diversity, and almost every other thing. We need to understand that we need to survive as a people, as citizens, not only of the North, but the entire federation. And therefore, we said we should set up another committee, that's the seventh committee, that will liaise and sensitize all our elected people, be it the legislators, be it the executive, elected right from the president, legislators, the governors, the local government, so that at least they will appreciate and identify with the aspirations of the people. A situation whereby a chief executive will decide what project, what program, what policy on his own that is not necessarily people-oriented has to change. And we need a group, a team that will liaise with them to remind them of this fact. So these are the 7 committees that we said we'll be setting up with a clear, identified objective and terms of reference, and we're going to give them some time frame within which to bring the report. The same General Assembly of the League of Northern Democrats will be convened. We discuss the report. The whole idea is to produce a document that we can confront anybody seeking our vote, to say this is exactly the aspirations of our people, these are the expectations of the people, and we want you to assure us this will be part of your guiding principle. This is the purpose of this, and we'll make it.
Does it by any way have 2027 focus?
No. It's political though, and it's not about any person, it's not about any particular political party, and it's not necessarily about 2027. It is an all-time issue. It's not about the next election. We want to produce a focus. We want to produce a document, a priority list, which is not just about 1 year, 4 year, 10 years issue. It's an all-time issues that we want to raise. And any one of us in this group, all political leanings are there. We have PDP people, we have APC, we have Labour, we have all the political parties. We have SDP, we have people that don't even belong to any political party, technocrats. It's a collection of who is who that we think will come together and produce what we call confidence in governance, restoring confidence in governance. That's our concern.
Talking about confidence in governance, how do you assess the administration so far? In view of what happened last week about national protest and talking about bad governance?
Well, I think,
how do you assess the government?
you see, you have different opinions. The judgment, people have spoken, and the government has heard them, that they don't have good governance on ground. And it's not for the government to see this as a challenge. And the speech of the president confirmed this, that I have heard you, I have listened to you. The next thing we want to see, what measures will the government put in place? And it's not just about the central government. We are talking of even the local government. We are talking even of the state government. If I may give an example, it is unthinkable, it is condemnable for a state government to say that for you to contest a chairman of a local government, you have to buy a form 10 million. That is completely nonsense. It's madness. A young man who is ready to serve his community in the village, he has to find 5 million to contest ordinary councillorship. I think this is crazy. This is enough for people to protest. I mean, where would they find this? Any government that is talking about 10 million, 7 million, 5 million for councillorship, chairmanship is crazy, is condemnable, and is unacceptable in democracy. They are doing this. They will use public funds, buy the forms for their candidates, because no any other party, except the party of the government, can buy this form, and not even the candidates.
Sir, a number of lamentation has been coming out from the north of Nigeria, and it's not about the current administration really, but it's about maybe the condition of living of people living in that part of the country. And you have coming together. I was privileged to be inside, and I heard part of that lamentation. What is it that this league intend to do?
I have told you, out of the 7 committees we are forming, there is a committee on economy. And when you talk of economy, there is the issue of poverty. When you talk of economy, there is the issue of empowerment of the youth. There is the issue, when you talk of unemployment, it's not just employment into government services. We want to make sure our youth are economically engaged. We have so many trades that we can encourage the young men to participate. If you say we have open land, they should go back to farm. Every inch belongs to somebody else. How will you tell them to go to farm without any capital? So I think we are all right.
Do you intend to influence the politics in the north of Nigeria?
No.
We are not worried about the problem of appointments. We are worried about the problem of insecurity, hunger, starvation, destitution, and economic deprivation. That is what we are worried about. We don't worry about appointments. Appointments come and go as governments come and go. But the most important thing is to resolve these issues, conclusively.
The man who owned the fowl we feel strongly that the man who owned the fowl should not eat the head. We feel strongly that the North chunked out over 63.3% of total vote cast in favor of the current administration, and we believe that the North also could have been compensated when it comes to projects and other issues. Well, insecurity, because in the Northeast, you have the Boko Haram insurgency. In the Northwest, we have the offshoot of Boko Haram, that is banditry. And the North Central states of Benue, Plateau, And Nasarawa, we have the issue, it started in the name of Hadas. Now it have taken another different dimension. Our people in the North Central can no longer go to their farms. Northeast cannot go to the farm. Northwest cannot go to the farm. So our vast land will now be left uncultivated because of insecurity. It remains a very serious challenge. And government are doing so much, but we feel they should do more. Yes. Thank you.
We are not worried about the problem of appointments. We are worried about the problem of insecurity, hunger, starvation, destitution, and economic deprivation. That is what we are worried about. We don't worry about appointments. Appointments come and go as governments come and go. But the most important thing is to resolve these issues, conclusively. Okay.
Sir, I know you.
First, let me introduce us.
Okay.
We have just formed an organization known as the League of Northern Democrats, and we are going to send to your WhatsApp